Start these calls. They come in as a 4-inch by 4-inch by 1-inch thick block of wood. We'll check the moisture on them, grade the moisture. We like for our moisture content to be between 4 and 7.5% in our calls. Excuse me, too much moisture will dull your sound. It'll cause your call to shrink, crack, split. But once they leave, once they get the moisture check, Miss Danielle will take them to our CNC machine. We have a couple of programs. She will mill them down into the CNC to get them to almost what you see. Get the dimensions exact, get our pedestal exact. We'll run them through the engraver, get our logo on the back, and then they come over to my station, which is the lathe and the sander. I'll put them on the lathe and clean them up. Any snags, any pits or divots out of it, I'll clean them and get the shape completely done. Then I will sand them down and I'll start the process of finishing. I'll start with the grain sealer, which really just makes the grain pop, makes it come out. It's a local made product by the Crystal White Company here in Mountain City. I'll put the grain sealer on them, let them dry. Then I'll put a coat of what they call crappy coat, which is a marine grade polyurethane. Kind of helps weatherproof your call. We'll put a coat of it on, let it dry, give it a light sanding, and come back and put a second coat along with a finishing coat of outdoor regular polyurethane, which holds everything in. You're not going to lose no sound or nothing like that. And then after it dries, it'll come over here, back over here to the glue station, where we take the glass. We buy all of our glass pre-cut in 3-inch, 3.5-inch disc, slate as well, any materials we use. They come pretty much ready to go. And if it's a custom call with a picture on it or something, we have a printer, photo printer, we'll print the pictures out. Or some customs want it engraved like in aluminum. They want their logo engraved or a picture engraved, so we'll engrave that. Then we go to the next step.
You've actually done 2 for me.
Yes. Yes, sir.
They turned out perfect.
Our next step, we'll go and put the soundboard in this call, which is, a lot of people ask, what glue do you use? What glue do you use? One of the best glues I've found, I've got it all scrunched up, can't see it, is E6000. It's basically a craft glue, but I have not found anything stronger and better drying with the clear as this. You don't get no lines. It really seals the call good. I've used this stuff, I guess, for about 10 years now on my calls. I usually try to let it set a couple of minutes to start the process. We'll put the picture on our glass. We just put a light coat on the glass. We don't want it to gob up or have any bubbles in it protruding. So put it on the glass. Take our photo so we get it lined up. Press that down and on. There's my regular scraper. Got a scraper I take across it. Make sure there's no bubbles and all the glue's in. Getting that good. Now we have that on. We'll line it up with our pot. And you want to try to get it kind of centered the first time so you're not running glue all over your tone board. That could cause a little bit of different sounds to come out, and you don't want that. Hold that on for a couple of seconds, let it bond, and then I can put our surface on, and we're 24 hours from having a dried plain call.
So all total, how long does it take you to make the call?
With a pot call, I'm looking at usually a couple hours because I'll take my time with it. I want it to be perfect every time. We'll 17 minutes through the CNC and about 15 through the engraver. Then once I get it on the lathe, I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes on it, getting it clean, getting it sanded, getting our finish on it, and then we'll come over and, as you can see, the gluing just takes a couple of minutes. See, your tone board's already set. It's good and locked in. Check your glass, make sure it's clean on both sides. Worst thing in the world is to get something under your glass and have to look at it forever. So you want to double check that glass and make sure you've got nothing under there. Put it in, press it, and give it a quarter of a turn just so it seals. You got a turkey call that'll be ready to play in 24 hours.
How many different variations of calls of that pot call and pretty much every other call do you make?
Oh man. Well, you know,
Too many to count.
Too many to count. Our wood possibilities are endless. And then with our surfaces and our tone boards, we use a lot of aluminum tone boards, glass, and slate. I have used some wood over the past few years for some tone boards. And then the same with your surfaces. You got aluminum, you got ceramic, you got slate, glass, crystal. I'm a big glass fan. I like building glass calls probably more than anything, and I like playing glass calls more than anything. It's just something about the rollover to them, the sound. Red slate is another one. We just built some red slate calls, and unfortunately they didn't last but maybe a day before they got sold out. So it's hard to hang on to those. A lot of people are liking the red slate, and then we've got about 20 specialty calls we're doing right now. You can see this one, laminate block. It's just compressed maple and then dyed. So it actually has a really good sound to it for a laminate compressed wood. It's probably one of my favorites to deal with other than the ambrosia.
Now here you've got a special call that you make other than a normal pot call.
We do. I started competition calling, I guess 4 years ago now. And a lot of companies have been making a per pot. Well, I got to looking around and I could not find anyone that made one at the current time. Everybody discontinued them. They're not making them right now, blah, blah, blah. My wife said, "You're a call maker. Why aren't you making your own?" So we got to playing around with some designs and we come up with Miss Perfect. It's a 2.5 inch cherry pot, no tone board, no bottom. The bottom comes from your hand. Your sound tone comes from your hand where you can work it and adjust it. Comes with a slate surface and we pair it with a walnut striker. Really soft call, in close, just to close those last few feet or yards that the bird don't want to close. Soft feeding whines, purrs, just those light little sweet clucks. It's really been a game changer for us and bringing birds closer.
Is that your most popular call? Or?
Right now, it is, and our Drama Queen mouth call. It's our 3-reed bat wing. A lot of folks have been running it this year. We've had a lot of success with it. See, so I've been blessed with this. That's all I can really say about it. I've been blessed. I get to chase my dream every day. Get to live my passion.
It is fun, isn't it? Do you ever get worn out or tired?
I do. There's just like with anything, love it or hate it, you're going to face burnout at times. And it's really easy to do whenever you put yourself in the shop nonstop. You just get tired of it after a while, and you have to kind of take a minute, maybe go cast a fishing pole, go listen to some birds, reset, and thank God for the gift you've been given and been able to do it, and know that you're chasing the dream that you've had since a kid. I mean, it's something different.
So, about how many calls do you sell a year?
Well, this year I actually had some health issues that slowed me down, and we've only done about 3,500 total this year. Average year for us is around 6,500 to 8,000 calls a year. That's mouth calls and pot calls. It's perfect. It's enough to keep one man busy. We do every step of the process. We don't mill our own wood. Of course, we don't have a portamill or a kiln, but as far as the cutting of the calls, everything's done in-house. Everything's done by the same 2 people every time. So you're not going to have much of a difference in anything. It's going to be very consistent. We try to take pride in every call that we stick out because we know our name goes on at the end of the day. And that call could make a memory of a lifetime for you with your best hunt ever. So it's worth putting in everything we have to make sure that you're going to have the best hunt you can. That's the way we try to operate.
You mentioned your wife. Other than her support, does she help you, or what does she do?
My wife is probably my right hand in all of this, because she has the computer knowledge that I don't, unfortunately. She runs our engraver. She's programmed all of our CNC programs for our calls. She runs the CNC. She is an intricate part. Runs our mail shop, handles our social media. So she is really a multi-talented lady who don't slow down. Student, teacher, and then spends 4 to 5 hours out here in the shop with me every day. So she's surely a blessing, and couldn't do it without her.
I tasked you with shooting a turkey with a blind guy.
Yes.
I realize that you haven't shot one yet. What's your overall experience with the working with a blind person?
Honestly, it's a reward in itself just to do it. Taking an animal is ultimately our goal here and what we want to do, but to see their joy to be outdoors, to see their facial expressions whenever the woods start waking up, or that first gobble. Yesterday, Dan heard that first gobble above us, and man, he about turned the whole seat over, rocking, shaking.
What'd I tell you?
It is truly everything you said. And then yesterday, whenever I was fortunate enough to take that bird to watch his excitement about it, man, it's just, there's something about it that it's indescribable, because you see the gratefulness out of these folks and just how appreciative they are of what you're doing. And it really puts everything into perspective of how blessed we are to be able to see God's creation and just the small things we take for granted. I mean, it's just that. And it really humbles you and makes you more appreciative of the blessings we do have. And for me, it makes me want to share it with others.
Did you ever think you could do it?
Well, having a son with vision impairment, yes, sir. I really did, but I did not know it would be the experience that it was. I didn't know that it would be something that just warms your heart and just overfloods you really with emotion and humbleness. Just flat out humbleness.
I didn't mean to make you cry.
No, man. I get to thinking about stuff like that and seeing the journey, like thinking about what Dan's been through and these other folks, and knowing the journey Silas has been through. It brings emotion up. And so many people take their vision every day for granted. Every day. I'm one of them. Complain about wearing glasses, but at least I can see I'm not sitting in the dark. Dan killed me yesterday morning. We sitting in the blind, and he's like, listen, this sitting in the dark, I may fall asleep, so you guys try to keep me awake. It's like, wow. He's not experiencing any of this. The sun peeping up over the trees, deer going across, the cows over here scratching, just any of it.
He's relying on you to tell him what's going on.
He's only going by what I'm telling him. And man, I try to go into every detail I could about everything, about the green of the leaves, how the sun coming up through the trees, you can feel the warmth, and it just looks, it's some things that God grants you with that you just need to be grateful for every day that we overlook. It's just, I don't know,
so
it'll hit you.
2 years ago, we met at the Dixie Deer Classic.
Yes.
What'd you think when we told you we took blind people hunting?
I thought, that's cool, but how in the world does that work? How do you put a blind person down the barrel of a gun and a scope and get them to shoot accurately at an animal to make a clean, ethical shot? But man, after you showed me and going through some training with you on it, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. Very, very rewarding. I will say this, Dan and I practiced our routine yesterday waiting on a bird, man, and we had it down to a T, so I'm not discrediting none of these folks with anything they can do anymore. I don't see it as a handicap now. It's just a teaching opportunity for other people to learn and really see what they have in life. It's opened my eyes up to a different perspective of being visually impaired. They don't like to be treated like babies.
No.
I noticed that.
Now that's one thing.
Dan is very independent.
You'll run across a couple that won't help with everything. And our slogan is, we provide independence and inspiration. So
it's been an inspiring week for me, I know, and I know it has for Mr. Dan too. He has had a blast.
And one of our goals is to push our participants to their limits.
Yes.
Yes, we want them safe, but we want to push them outside of their comfort zone and make them experience things that they never thought they could experience.
And that's a blessing. You guys are a blessing for doing that, and to be able to be a part of what y'all are doing. Man.
Well, we couldn't do it without people like you.
I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that God seen fit for me and James to walk into each other to Dixie Deer Classic. And I told him nice hat because he had a Tennessee hat on. And man, the door's open.
Yep.
The wind's changed, and we have we made lifelong good hunting friends for sure through this. And it's me and my wife was talking about the other day, the people that the outdoor industry has led us to has been a pure blessing in our lives. Just every step of it. It's a learning experience, with two people. We experience growing pains every year. Right now we're about 2 weeks behind on orders because growing pains, getting more supplies, not expecting to sell what we're selling.
Yeah.
But just the interactions, the folks that we've got to travel around and meet. And like the guy and I's, the organizations that give everything they can to help these folks, like you guys just go so far. There's no explaining it. It's just, my heart's grateful, and I'm not even one of the hunters. I'm just grateful to be a part of something like this. I mean, it's, get a bit overwhelmed thinking about it because, Silas was born, we didn't know if he'd ever see. Scary as shit. Scary. And the medical procedures and everything we've been through to get his vision to a staggering 40/20 now. I mean, crazy. All he has to have is readers now. God is good. That's all I can say. And if that can happen, getting one of these guys outdoors to kill an animal is definitely going to happen.
Yep. Well, we appreciate everything you've done. We appreciate your support, opening your land, your family, everything to us. We appreciate it.
Well, I'm looking forward to doing it again. Deer season's coming, baby.
All you got to do is say when.
Deer season's coming. That's all I'm saying.